Imagine an island fortress surrounded by the cold, dangerous waters of San Francisco Bay. This isn't just any island, it's Alcatraz, the infamous prison known as the Rock. Alcatraz was designed to be inescapable, a place meant to hold America's most dangerous criminals, a place where escape was considered impossible. But in 1962, 3 prisoners did the unthinkable. They escaped, sparking one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. This is the story of the Alcatraz escape, a daring and mysterious prison break that has fascinated people for over 60 years. Did these men make it to freedom, or did the icy waters claim their lives? Join us as we uncover every detail, every twist, and every chilling clue. To understand why this escape was so incredible, let's take a look at Alcatraz itself. Located on an island about 1.5 miles from San Francisco, Alcatraz was built to be a fortress. It was isolated, surrounded by freezing, shark-infested waters and strong currents. This, combined with the prison's strict security and harsh conditions, made escape seem like an impossible feat. The walls were thick, the cells were small and damp, and the guards were vigilant. Alcatraz was a place that broke men down. Many prisoners had tried to escape, but none had succeeded until the night of June 11, 1962. That night, 3 men, Frank Morris and brothers Clarence and John Anglin, decided to risk it all. They weren't ordinary criminals. They were experienced, intelligent, and determined. Frank Morris was known for his high IQ, and the Anglin brothers were known for their daring attempts to escape other prisons. Together, they formed a team. Over months of careful planning, they came up with a plan to do what everyone thought was impossible: to escape Alcatraz. So how did they do it? The escape plan was nothing short of genius. The men used makeshift tools, spoons, saw blades, and even an old motor to slowly chip away at the concrete walls of their cells. Each night, they would work quietly, digging small holes behind the vents in their cells, leading to a hidden utility corridor. They covered these holes with cardboard, painted to look like part of the wall so the guards wouldn't notice. They even fashioned crude tools out of stolen items, such as a vacuum cleaner motor that they used to drill into the wall. It was a slow process, but with patience and persistence, they managed to create holes big enough for each of them to crawl through. As the months passed, they started working on the second part of their plan: how to get off the island. They needed a way to survive the treacherous waters of San Francisco Bay. Using raincoats they had collected, they crafted a makeshift raft and life vests. They used heated steam pipes to seal the edges, creating an inflatable raft that they hoped would carry them to freedom. The ingenuity here was remarkable. They had created a lifeline out of everyday materials, all while hiding this from guards and fellow prisoners. But the real brilliance of their plan came in their effort to buy time. The men knew that if the guards discovered their escape too soon, they'd have no chance. So they created dummy heads out of soap, toilet paper, and human hair they collected from the prison barbershop. They painted these heads to look realistic and placed them in their beds each night, giving the illusion they were asleep. When the guards did their rounds, they'd see what looked like sleeping inmates, unaware that the real men were quietly digging their way to freedom. On the night of June 11, 1962, their plan was finally put to the test. The 3 men crawled through their carefully dug holes, slipped into the utility corridor, and made their way up to the roof of the prison. They climbed down a drain pipe and made it to the water's edge, where they inflated their makeshift raft and set off into the dark, icy waters. It was now or never. They paddled into the unknown, leaving Alcatraz behind, hoping that their raft would hold and that they could survive the 1.5 mile journey to the mainland. By morning, guards discovered something was terribly wrong. During a routine check, they found the dummy heads in the men's beds and quickly realized they had been fooled. The alarm was raised, and one of the largest manhunts in American history began. Authorities searched the waters, the coastline, and nearby towns, but there was no trace of the escapees. All they found were fragments of their belongings: a paddle, a life vest, and pieces of their raft washed up on the shore. But no bodies, no footprints, and no sign of the men themselves. As the investigation unfolded, theories began to emerge. Did these men actually make it to freedom? Some believed they drowned, their raft torn apart by the waves, their bodies swept out to sea. The freezing temperatures, strong currents, and dangerous conditions made survival seem unlikely. However, without any bodies to prove it, authorities couldn't be certain. The FBI officially declared them presumed drowned, but the mystery remained. In the years that followed, strange clues and sightings fueled speculation that the men might have survived. Rumors circulated of the men being spotted in South America, living under assumed identities. The Anglin family claimed they received Christmas cards signed by Clarence and John, suggesting they were alive. In 2013, a letter allegedly written by John Anglin surfaced, stating that he had survived the escape and was willing to turn himself in under certain conditions. However, the authenticity of this letter was never confirmed. Theories continued to emerge, each more intriguing than the last. Some believed that the escapees had help from someone on the outside, perhaps family or friends who met them on the shore with new clothes, money, and a plan to disappear. Others suggested that they might have arranged for a boat to meet them in the bay, taking them far away from Alcatraz and any chance of being caught. The men were never seen again, and their bodies were never recovered. To this day, it remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. The escape from Alcatraz has inspired books, movies, and endless debate. It has become part of American folklore, a tale of daring and ingenuity that defied the odds. Did these men perish in the cold waters of San Francisco Bay, or did they pull off the impossible, escaping the rock and vanishing into freedom? The FBI closed the case in 1979, but the question lingers, haunting historians, law enforcement, and everyone fascinated by this daring escape. Could three men really survive against such incredible odds? Or did they meet a tragic fate in the unforgiving waters of San Francisco Bay? And if they did survive, where did they go? How did they stay hidden for so long? The mystery remains a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and the unknown. Some questions may never be answered, but the legacy of the Alcatraz escape lives on, sparking curiosity and wonder about what truly happened that fateful night. So what do you think? Could they have survived the freezing waters, navigated the strong currents, and made it to freedom? Or was their escape plan doomed from the start? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories that defy explanation. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of our world.